Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth. Hey.
Touchdown. That's a throwback.
Touchdown. It is. It is. I still like to, I don't know. I just like want to throw my hands in the air like I just don't care. That's what I do. I've got myself on 2 monitors here, so it's a slight delay and it's kind of amusing to watch myself. How you doing, man?
I am here and ready to rant. I've had a day and I'm ready to unleash all hell on a variety of different topics.
On the ranty fury.
I hope people will stick with it.
I'm sure they will. Here we are. Don't get me started. Episode. I don't know if it's even in the show notes, so I couldn't even tell you. But like,
it's 22.
22. It is in the show notes. God, look at you. Episode 22. Don't get me started. I'm in Belgium. Still. We didn't do one of these last week because you were feeling poorly.
I was bad, yeah. That was my wife coming in to tell me, "Hey, you dickhead, you've still got it as the main roster from Tuesday, you knob." I'm like, yes, I know. I'm literally doing that right now, and I'm trying to deflect and like not tell people that I'm an idiot. But here it is. I'm an idiot. I didn't do the prep.
Beyond the curtain, beyond the veil.
I was too busy making the thing work to worry about the other things.
So yeah, Jez, you were ill last week with whatever snotty illness you got from your child or elsewhere. I just kind of default presume it was your daughter that gave you the illness.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. I was going to say it could have been someone else, but it wasn't. But you couldn't do it. Doesn't matter. We stream so much. Someone's getting content somewhere. But at any rate, here we are again, and I'm still in Belgium. Living la vida loca, as Ricky Martin would once said. Not anymore, though. I mean, he's not dead, but I mean, he just probably doesn't perform that song very often anymore. I mean, who remembers?
Doesn't have anything important happening in his life, so maybe.
I mean, it's a good song, "Living la Vida Loca." He did another song. I can't remember what the name of it was, but anyway, hey, if you've written
"She Bangs," "She Bangs."
Oh baby, yeah, she bangs.
She moves. She moves. Blur, blur, the blur looks like a butterfly, it stings like a bee. The blur, history. Yeah, that's all I've got.
I'm so glad you remembered that, and that's largely the bits. By the way, all your blurdy blurs was where my blurdy blurs would be.
Those weren't real lyrics. I don't care what anyone says. We've got a couple of people strapped in and ready for the rant train. Welcome to Eddie Stone, Reesage, and Little Cute Girl 86. I hope you're ready for this.
I see this. Oh, shut your mouth. It's true. I will open my mouth though. Hey, I can see all this stuff coming up. It's good that you're here. And I hope you are Ricky Martin fans because we've got a surprise coming. No, we haven't. He's not here. He's not Ricky, and here tonight, Ricky Martin. That would be amazing.
Ricky Martin from down the road. It's not the Ricky Martin. It's this Ricky Cockney Martin, geezer.
The plumber. Oh, yeah. What's going on with the pipes? Well, she bangs. Yeah, get out.
Yeah, baby.
Cool.
She moves.
She moves. Yeah, screw that up. Get yourself a washer in there, mate.
This looks like a butterfly. It should be a copper pipe.
Yeah, somebody else. What cowboy put this in? You live in the Vida Loca, mate. We should find other people called the names of things, and then go up to them. We should find people like called Michael Caine or like, I don't know, I'm trying to think like Tom Jones, and then like talk to them about the life that celebrities have had. I bet you that doesn't annoy them at all.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be so hilarious in my head.
I did used to teach a Tom Jones.
So there you go. You could have busted that one out.
I could have. Yeah. He liked me. He bought me a Chicago Bears pen.
Really? Well, that's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Do you know, one time when I was teaching religious studies, one child said, "Do you know what? I used to hate religious studies, but since you've become the teacher, I really love the subject."
I still hate religious studies.
I remember it was a religious school. It's a Catholic school, and they had to do a mass like at the end of term. They all had to do it, and they were like, sir, why are we doing this? It's totally boring." And I went, "Listen, it's very important for your spiritual growth that you partake in this mass." And they were like, "Oh, okay." And secretly, I was thinking, "God, he's right. This is really boring." So that's probably why I never made it as an RE teacher, because it was boring.
Eddie Stone needs a wee. What are we going to do about it?
What are we going to do about it? Well, I mean, I want to have that we for you, man. I really do. Right here in the bit you can't see.
Might as well.
I could be naked down here. Actually,
normally we're on your sofa, and that's a white sofa. So if we were to urinate ourselves, that would be very noticeable. But today, hell, man, knock yourself out. You.
Now I've got a cup down here. I can just get my my wee cup, and I don't mean it's a small cup, although it isn't huge. It's no Nathan Petrelli for Congress cup. That I can tell you. So it's ranty. We want to rant. What's that say? You can see for me. That's fine. It's ranty. We should start ranting. Shall we get on with the segment we like to call "This Is Happening"?
In a world filled with haps and naps, two men have risen above to bring you This Is Happening.
It's like we're still in the same room.
Yes. Exactly. Everything's the same. Everything's as slick as it ever was. This is happening.
Except for naming the stream correctly.
Who cares? It's a small thing. This is the segment where we talk about things that are excellent in our lives and things that are shit in our lives. And if you have something that's good or bad, something you're happy about, something you're unhappy about, stick it in the chat because we'll talk about it.
Absolutely.
Talk about all the haps and all the naps, frankly.
Of which we have plenty this week, actually. I think we're like stacked with haps and naps, more so than we have ever been before.
Yeah, and despite normally what happens is I have an excellent week and then I don't, necessarily have any naps. I've got a little bit of a nap. I think our haps are kind of the same. One of them at least is kind of the same. So do you want to start? What's hap for you?
So yeah, we're going to be aligned on this hap, I think, but it's not identical. And what's hap for me is that the Chicago Bears, somehow are 5-1, having beaten the Carolina Panthers on Sunday.
Mate, that's amazing.
I know we talked about this last night when you guested on 2 Minute Warning, which was the 100th podcast on the Jez Show Podcast Network. Hence bringing you on. It wasn't just, Alex is here, let's just bring him in. Why not? He's got nothing better to do.
I'm just reading the chat, but you carry on. Yes. 100th podcast on the Jez Network, Jez Show Network. And yeah, I did get to talk about the NFL. So my hap is related that the Bucks, there is no thing, you can't say the Bucks, no one says that. The Bucks beat the Packers, which I know you're happy about.
Yes, I'm really happy about that. I hate the Packers, and they were undefeated. And now, by virtue of you beating them, we went above them in the division, and we're now top of the NFC North.
I love it.
Everything's
we're top of the
clicking.
NFC South, top of the NFC South. I've never been able to really, we said it a couple of times this year, but to be able to say it at this stage, I'm quite pleased about it. Also, you start looking at other people. I know this is not an NFL podcast, but you start looking around the league, other people, all the good teams are roughly around the same as we are, 4-2, 5-0, whatever, 5-1, whatever. So I feel in good company. I feel okay. So I'm happy. I'm happy about my team. I'm a happy guy. Reese is not happy because his classic car overheated on the way to work this morning. Proper pissed me off as I had to go home and get in a crappy, boring car. Plus, now I have a broken car.
I was going to say, you should probably lead with the fact my car is broken. That's the nappest of this.
My car is broken.
Then to top
First
it off,
thing in the morning,
the boring car had a slow puncture that I'd forgot about, so I had to blow it up with a compressor before I could leave. Well,
you're having car problems. I feel bad for you, son. Don't know where that's going.
I've got
Yeah, man,
2020
two
problems, and broken cars are not one.
broken car. Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's 2020. Why are you leaving your house?
Yes,
That's for suckers,
Reese,
dude.
Why
Don't
did you
leave your house. Just stay at home.
That's
Sucker.
it. Sucker. Did you turn into Booker T? Sucker. It's a pity. It's bad, isn't it? When you don't realize something. Like sometimes I do that with shirts, Reese. Not now because I don't go into work, but sometimes you're like, I won't wear that shirt. It's got a bit of bolognese on it. And then the next, I'll say, I'll wear the pink shirt. Then you look at the pink shirt, and I don't know, it's dirty, something like that. And I'm like, shit, I've got no time. I thought this shirt was the one. I've got 5 minutes. I'll pick up this other shirt. And then I start in the middle of ironing it. I'm like, oh yeah, bolognese. This shirt's shit as well. So like, yeah, it's never good to have a backup. You thought was a backup was in fact not a backup.
I agree. Had to go in to do stuff.
Chap.
Now we've got floaty wire faces coming.
Oh, do we? Oh yeah, there's. I don't think I can see it on that. Oh yeah, no, I see it, but I can't do anything about it. Yes. So our haps, American football haps. Both our teams are fucking awesome, and we both beat teams which are hated by us. I beat your rival, and you beat my rival.
Yeah. It all came together on Sunday night. It was perfect.
Oh yeah. So that's hap. Any other haps? What are you going to say?
Yeah, we have an aligned hap again.
Oh, we do. Yes. Yes.
We have discussed it previously, and I know that there's going to be plenty of people who agree with this hap in the chat.
Oh yeah.
But last Friday or Thursday, if you're American and lucky and subscribe to the right things, the first episode of the 3rd season of Star Trek Discovery dropped.
Yes.
And let me say, I was going into it thinking, this is probably going to be bad because they've been flung into the future. We haven't gone this far into the future. There's the whole thing that the Federation doesn't really exist anymore.
Yes.
And it's probably going to be a bit shit. Let me say, happily, that I was totally wrong. Hap.
Yes, Eddie Stone, disco fucking rocked. And this was a hap for me. It was a hap for Jez. It was a hap for you, Eddie Stone, I would imagine. Although I don't think
seen it yet, says Reese. Is it on any UK services? Yes, it's on Netflix.
Yes, Netflix.
It is on Netflix.
He's too busy having a broken
everywhere.
car, sitting on his broken car, not watching. I mean, you're sitting in a broken car, not watching Discovery. Man, Reese.
And you might want
to
mute this for the next 2 minutes. I'll touch my head like this when you can unmute.
Yeah. Audible. Just music. We're going to talk.
So mute it because we're going to spoil the shit out of it right now. So that goes for anyone. If you haven't seen Discovery and you're going to watch it, mute us and wait for us to tap our heads. He's muted. Right. So that Reese, man, what a prick.
Oh, he's a dickhead. I don't even want him on coming along. Like the best thing.
We're just not going to tap our heads the entire time and just leave him.
Never
muted.
Again. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, no. I mean, he's in his car. It's terrible stuff. He's probably his best part of his day is probably seeing us. I would imagine.
Absolutely, it is.
You know?
Yeah. Always was. Always will be.
Always will be. I should just send him a signed picture of me, like a one of those classic ones you get if you're actually a celebrity. That's got like, "Here's looking at you, kid," or something like that. I'm going to send him that.
We should totally get like fake headshots done because that would be amazing. Just like sitting on a rock, just like.
By the way, I once said that I was going to. Oh, it was a Secret Santa, and for someone's Secret Santa, I couldn't think of this person doesn't like me very much. They definitely don't like me now, and I was going to get him for the Secret Santa just a headshot of me, like.
That's the one. That's the look.
I wish I hadn't. Instead, I bought him a nice thing and was nice, but I should have got him a picture of me. Anyway.
Discovery.
Yeah, what a show. Very happy with that first episode.
Absolutely.
I just think that show's so classy. It's got so much finesse. Smooth, stylish. When you're on Discovery, when you're actually on the ship, I always felt like the uniforms look good. The look of it looks good. It looks stylish. It looks smooth. And they're not on the ship now, but everything about it is just... looks amazing. Acting's great.
That's the thing. They spent this entire episode not on the title ship.
Yes.
And normally that would be, what are you doing? But
yeah,
what's her face? I've forgotten her name now. Soniqua Martin Green. Is that the correct
Yes,
name?
correct.
She
Yeah.
expressed every possible emotion in
God,
that
she's amazing.
episode. She was so
She's
good.
so amazing.
And I wanted to hate Manchester Black. I can't remember what his character's name. Book.
His name's Book. Cleveland Booker.
I've been like totally tainted on that guy from when he was on Supergirl, because he was an utter penis on Supergirl. And I was like, don't trust him. Don't trust him. He's Manchester Black. Don't trust him. But then he had like fish rescuing and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah. I wasn't so much of a fan of him at the beginning, but I warmed to him, as we've said elsewhere, like personally, but mainly because I think I often feel like I thought about this about Star Trek. We should let these guys back in a minute, but like, some people might be muted, but like, when I watched Star Wars, I felt the early scenes with some of those actors were terrible, and then later on, it's almost like they filmed them in sequence, and people like got
Takes
into
a while
the
to
skin of
find
their
their feet.
character. Yeah, and I feel like that was the case. But anyway, yeah, no, fantastic, really good. There's a bit in this disco episode where they're in trouble. They got guns on them. How they're going to get out of it? And I had visions then of Discovery turning up and saving the day, and I was just like so pleased they didn't go down that cliche tropey route, and that they actually just did it normally. But anyway, yes, fantastic.
Yes.
Do you
I can't wait,
Audible and
says
back
little
in?
cute girl. No, I can't wait either. That's going to be the highlight of my week, other than this, obviously.
Yes.
But on Friday,
Yeah, I can't wait either.
Should we let Reese back in? And anyone else who muted? There we go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Omaha,
set hut.
Oh,
So Reese,
actually,
welcome back. Don't go back and listen to that, will you? Yeah.
No, don't.
Spoilers
we love you, man.
abound.
So one of the things I've been watching that you told me to watch, we were talking about, and you really put me onto, was Peyton's Places. Now that I've got Game Pass, talking of Omaha, which is what made me think about it. Peyton's Places is a Peyton Manning-based documentary where he explores the 100 years of the NFL, how the NFL started. And I don't know if you can only get it if you have Game Pass, or whether you can see it elsewhere on the NFL Network, but it is really worth it. I love it.
Yes, it absolutely is worth it.
I see some of the guests on it, Jez, who don't seem to want to be there at all. And like, Peyton is trying to get the best out of these guests. And like, so how was it being a quarterback back then? And they're like, yeah, it was all right, I guess.
Yeah, pick up ball, throw ball. It's like you pricks have overcomplicated it nowadays. Just throw the fucking ball.
It is good. I just saw one with Antonio Brown, and they're all like, "Hey, Antonio, you're so great. Everyone's really happy to see you." And I'm like, "Man, this is not aged well." But
welcome, Rooster who says, "The highlight of my week will be exceeding my burn goal tonight on drums." Nice. Like
your burn goal.
I assume he means burning calories by just monstering out on the drums.
Oh,
and
okay.
What I was going to say is, how cool is it to be able to like exercise in a way that isn't really exercise, but is enjoyable, and it's just your hobby, and you'll get a sweat on, you'll burn calories, but largely you're just drumming your ass off, and if you
doing what you
drum,
like,
you love that shit. So like that's a cool way to do it. I dig it.
Did you see they have an app you can get where you basically run away from zombies? So you do your run, and like the zombies are chasing you on the things. You're like, if you run 5 kilometers, you get away from it. I'm like, I guess that could be.
That is not at all my thing, and I massively took the piss out of my wife for having a go of it. I'm like,
oh, did she do it? Oh, I love.
Just run. Don't be a prick. Just run. Honestly,
the fact that people need that incentive, it's like, if I heard there were zombies outside, I'd stay indoors.
If I heard there was exercise outside, I'd stay indoors.
Keris is like,
I did it. Very cool.
Did it. Samson did it.
Prick. Next one is
I did it.
Prick. As long as I'm having fun and everyone is having fun with me, I'm good with it. Exactly.
Hey, this is how I feel about all the stuff we stream, basically. As long as everyone's having fun, I hope you're enjoying it. I really do.
Yeah.
So we're happy because for NFL, for Discovery, 100 podcasts, I was quite happy because I went last Friday. So last Friday, I watched Discovery on this setup in here, my beautiful setup. Here I am in Belgium. And I watched Discovery as soon as I could because I knew we'd be talking to Captain Brilliant later and he would inadvertently spoil the whole show. Even though the whole show has not been out, Captain Spoiler Lot, even though there's only one episode, he would have succeeded in spoiling all future seasons somehow. I don't know how he does it, but it's just his special skill, isn't it, Jeremy? You know, he's just kind of has that about him. So I watched it really quickly. That's me consuming the content. And then later on, that's me consuming all-you-can-eat ribs. Because there's a place, as I've said before, in Belgium, which does all-you-can-eat ribs, all-you-can-drink wine, and I did both, and it was amazing. And now, so that was my hap. Ribs.
That ribs place has got hella plugs on this show. Has to be said.
Yeah,
that must be the third or fourth time you've mentioned it.
It's just like, you know, when you like don't have a lot. I mean, obviously we don't go every week, but like every time I think of a hap thing, it is really my happy place. Like it really is. I know COVID is fucking everything over at the moment, but one day I might well live here and there won't be a COVID, and I think I might just go there every week. Like your table,
Beautiful.
sir, and I'm like, thank you very much. And I said, and what would you like? And I said, I think you know. And they'll be like,
don't ask me questions. Just bring me the food.
Bring me ribs and wine. And some new waiter will come along and say, excuse me, sir, what do you want? And they'll slap him round the face. It's like, I'm sorry, Mr. Wharton. Your usual ribs, wine, and table? I said, thank you very much. Go easy on the lad. Anyway, so yeah, you're quite right. I love ribs. I'm just reading the chat.
In the chat. First time viewer, welcome. I wish that I had a hobby that burnt loads of calories. Crocheting just isn't cutting it. Yeah. To which Rooster replied, if you crochet really fast, it might. And now I want to see this sport of hardcore crocheting. Like there must be some kind of like speed run you can do for crochet.
I mean, I don't actually know. I don't even know if that's what crocheting looks like. I think you have to kind of hook things onto other hooks. So that...
I'm not sure what that face was as I did it. The face is not mandatory, folks, if you are looking to get into crochet speed running.
Tamsinaki, very pleased for you to be here. I don't know Tamsinaki, but I know her because actually I'd say it's a her. It's a Tamsin. That's a leap I've made. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they are on Eddie Stone's stream. Eddie Stone does a kind of a Christmas carol-y, singing guitar-y thing, and that is why I know them. But
by extension, I think I know who this is as well. But
they are just names. You know how when you meet people on here, they're just names, and then your brain makes a decision. So Tamsin,
if that is, like if you are the person we think you are, double welcome. If not,
thank you very much for coming along and for following me the other day. It's very kind. We hope that you enjoy. If this is the first time, as you said, this show, it's really just us ranting quite a lot and talking about wonderful things.
Last comment is, I enjoy Don't Get Me Started, but catch up in unreal time.
Oh.
So a video on demand viewer. Woo! Your face has been overcome by the face of Ric Flair. It is a vast improvement. Thank you for the 25 bits. Nova, welcome. You have missed the Discovery chat, so you can go back and listen to that at your leisure. Reese, don't go back and listen to it at your leisure.
No, Reese, don't go back. No. Don't look back. You can never look back, as Don Henley once told us. Yes. But Discovery is amazing. That was really what it was, Nova, and I'm sure you agree.
Shall we move on to our naps? Because
no spoilers in chat.
We have plenty of naps.
Yeah. Let's do naps. Naps, guys. If you've got a nap, stick your nap in the chat, in the nap chat.
So lots of the people who have joined us this evening are going to be slightly familiar with my first nap because it began on Cocktails and Bullshit on Saturday night. As you ordered your fritures and got your lovely food delivered to you and ate it on stream,
that was so good.
me being me and Captain Brilliant, ordered Burger King via Just Eat.
Oh,
Okay.
good choice, by the way.
We ordered it about half an hour into the stream, so 7 hour time. And it said
about the same time as me.
It will be delivered at 8 minutes past 8. So while we were still broadcasting, and if accurate, would have been before you got your food. Now, what time would you like to estimate the food arrived?
Well, I mean, what time did we finish the stream? Like 9?
It was just after 8:30, about 25 to 9.
Oh, yeah.
As we
yeah,
raided into Little Cute Girl.
Yeah, of course we did. Time is different for me. I know it's an hour ahead, but it just really screws with me. So I don't know. Say past. I think by 9. I mean, if it's expected at 8 past and it's obviously late, I'm going to say 9 o'clock.
So you say 9. Reese in the chat says 9:15. The actual time that the food arrived was never. I'm still waiting.
I said, I've been waiting for some food like you. Oh, my goodness me.
So not only did they not deliver on the food at, well, when was it? It was immediately after we finished, because I was supposed to be tuning into Little Cute Girl and watching her make food and doing all that kind of stuff. But I was like, these bastards! They have not brought me the food! They will feel my wrath. Straight onto the chat. And it's like, you are number 146 in the queue. I'm like, you fucking what, mate? You fucking what? So I try calling the number, and that is equally as shit. And I'm like, so you've got my money, you haven't brought me food, and I'm fucking raging right now.
I'm hungry.
And I'm hungry. So luckily, I hadn't been drinking. So I was like, right, well, fuck this. Off I go to McDonald's to get the drive-thru. And in the time it took me to drive to McDonald's and back, I had got to the front of the queue on the chat, and there was someone like going, hello? Like, I'm going to disconnect this because you're clearly not there. I'm like, you fucking what, mate? I eat my McDonald's. I'm sat there with Captain Brilliant. He's trying to talk to me about Discovery and various bits and bobs. And
trying to spoil the bits that
I'm
you
just there
seen.
stewing, ramming food into my face and just trying to get back
Not
to
even
the front
enjoying
of the
it.
fucking queue. Not even enjoying it, just sustenance to fuel my rage. And I eventually get to chat to someone at like 11:30. By the time I'd even got home, like I'd left him, and they were like, yes, okay, I can see that you feel your food wasn't delivered. I'm like, feel my food wasn't delivered? Like, no, this is not how you customer service for a start. And like, I can't do anything for you right now. I need to pass it to the escalations team. They'll email you within 48 hours. I'm like,
this is so shit, by the way. This is total shit.
This is so fucking terrible. And then they eventually emailed me yesterday. They emailed me twice, and I need to bring up the email because the wording of one of them was just like, I didn't even understand what the fuck was going on. So the first email was, yes, okay, it wasn't delivered. Here is your money back. Fine.
Just reading the chat, by the way, you've got it.
It will take 3 to 7 days to get my refund. Much as it probably would have done to get my food had I waited. And then they sent this one. We have investigated your report related to the lateness of order, blah, 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 blah. In our original conversation, we suggested that would be appropriate given the context. What would be appropriate given what context? You've provided no context, you dicks. We have spoken with the relevant parties, shared your feedback, and reviewed the outcome. Okay, great. This sounds like I'm getting some
kind of
compo.
investigation is this? CSI Folkestone.
Like, the next line better be, here is a £10 voucher to encourage you to use us again. Woo! Thank you for the bits. Woo! It does make me feel a bit better. Following this, we believe the initial resolution offered was correct given what happened. What?
What? And what are you talking about? What are you blathering about?
You know how some people just say words and there is no content to them? They just felt the need to put an email together.
Yeah. This person sounds like a disgruntled lawyer. Do you know what I mean? Trapped because they've had to reskill, retrain, reboot. They used to be a lawyer, and now they work for the escalation department at Just Eat. And it's like, further hitherto, our point we made when we didn't speak to you, you'll find under subsection 3A, you are entitled to fuck all.
Yeah, so you got your refund, Reese says. Yes, and nothing else. No apology, no explanation as to why they didn't bother to deliver me any fucking food, no voucher to, pay for my next order, no discount, nothing. So let me say unequivocally, right now, fuck Just Eat. I am never fucking buying anything from you ever fucking again.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well,
do you know what?
Welcome to Deliveroo. And
yeah,
Uber Eats and whoever else decide to open up something in that time. So, yeah, fuck them.
I love how Rooster Beast cuts to it. I think a couple of weeks ago, or a few sessions and sessions ago, episodes and episodes ago, whatever, when we were talking about the Am I the Arsehole, where the guy decided to be smelly to make some sort of point, and Rooster Beast was like, I'd piss on him or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's Rooster anyway. But this time Rooster's like, dude would have been feeling my fist on his jaw. I'm like cutting to it. Also, I love when Nova was like,
I gotta be honest, if I could have found this dude's jaw, he would have been feeling my fist on it the way I was feeling.
Ed, what? Yeah, Nova's like, he never got his food. R.I.P. Jez. Jez to eat. Yeah, I think one time, a couple of things. I don't understand how they got this wrong, right? I remember when I'd tried to get curry from Just Eat, and they gave me, it took ages to get there, and when it got here, it was cold, and it wasn't the right curry. So I rang the guys up, and they're, oh, God, yeah, no, we had so many things happening. We got it out the wrong one. We're going to give you a different one, blah, blah, blah. And they refunded me, but they refunded me super fast, like through Just Eat. They just went, refunded. You got it wrong. We got it wrong. There's your money back. And it was in my account ready to be used on another order. And then that guy, I was like, I was trying to get him to go into I said, listen, this is really bad. The curry is too cold. This is mushroom rice, and I hate mushrooms. Like, never order that. He was like, listen, you ring me up tomorrow. My name's Bob. You speak to me. I'll sort you out. When I called him back, I'm like trying to elicit, like, so what are you going to give to me? Much like you're saying. And this is what Eddie Stone will say if he was still, it's like, you over deliver the, whatever it is, you say, yeah, here's your money back, and here's 100% of the order back. Like that, what this is, but no companies do it. Like, that's an easy win for them to go, no, here's 100% of your refund back, Mr. Walker. And then on top of that, let me give you your order again for free.
There were several ways that they could have done something to at least appease me to not boycott the fuck out of them for the rest of their fucking lives. And they did absolutely none of them. So,
do you know what? And I think I may have said this before we get into what I can see Captain Soros teeing himself up for something. But yeah, I think I said it a couple of weeks ago. Myself and my girlfriend were going to Edinburgh, and we'd stopped at this is the spicy nuggets of shit. But we stopped at Heathrow. I went to get the food. The food was shit. Got back, it was cold. And then when I contacted them, you get shuttled through various different people. It's always a different person. So I'm responding to the email thread, and a different person picks it up. And I'm like, it was cold. And they're like, right, you have to go back to the restaurant. I said, no, I don't, because I live in Folkestone, and this was Heathrow, and no one lives in Heathrow. Everyone passes through for a plane. So I'm like, so you can't do that. So they said, okay, well, we don't know what the order was. I'm like, I've got the order, I've got the receipt. And they're like, right, okay.
I have all the information you need. All that remains is for you to not be a bunch of fucking idiots and to give me something, at least my money back. Twats.
I think I said to them something like, right, so what are you going to do about it? And they said, yep, absolutely. We understand what you're saying. And in the future, we hope to serve you much better. Hope that answers your question. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. You promising the future to me, that the future is going to be wonderful. How did 2020 work out? You promising me that the future would be wonderful is not answering my question now. It's like, no, this shit was still cold. This is still the receipt. So I had to go at them again.
Man, like, I can't wait to go back to Heathrow in 2027 and get that McDonald's that's going to be 100% better than it was the first time.
Right. So then I said, like, okay, listen, it cost me £11. So you owe me £11 plus whatever you're going to give to me. And they're like, we will give to you a £5 voucher. And I said, that is very generous. £11 plus the £5 is very kind. They're like, no. We're not going to refund you. We're just going to give you £5. And I'm like, but £5 is not the cost of it. And it went round and round and round. And my girlfriend was like, please, like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? You're not going to get anywhere. I said, I will get anywhere. And she loves McDonald's, absolutely adores McDonald's. She was like, I said, you better hope that they refund me. You better hope they refund me. She's like, why? And everyone on this stream knows why she better hope, because if they don't refund me my money, we are never going back there again. And that is
because if there is somewhere that is super easy to firebomb, it is a McDonald's within an airport. There's no security there.
So, but then they sent me £10. So actually they still owe me £1 such and such. But at that point I thought,
and you're not on the phone right now?
I know. And do you know what? And then finally, they brought back those spicy nuggets and I had them again and they were shit again. And I was like, do you know what? I've only got myself to blame.
So Captain Soro, welcome, has come in with other suggestions now that I no longer use Just Eat. Said the best one that we had was we ordered KFC from Uber Eats. They forgot one small tub of popcorn chicken, so they refunded the whole order, the cost of the whole order. So we got a full KFC for 2 for free. Uber Eats don't fuck around.
No. But you know what? Sorry, yeah, you were going to say, you're reading this Captain Brilliant has come online. Hello, Captain Brilliant. Yes, it is the Burger King discussion.
And Nova's got a colossal nap, and this is much in the same vein. Do you want to read that one, or have you lost it?
It's gone for me. I've only got it on the overlay. It's not coming up on my stream chat for some reason.
So the nap of Nova is that they printed his logo upside down on his mug. They being Stream Elements. Is that who you get your merch from? Then said they didn't send out a replacement mug because they were waiting to hear back from me. I literally emailed them the same morning, and I got told them I wanted a replacement. It's like we were waiting to hear from you in case you were happy with this gratuitously misprinted mug that clearly you won't want because it's completely upside down. Just use your common. Just get ahead of this, customer service prickheads. Just send the thing.
This is it. I kind of feel strange. This is what Eddie will say, and I'm totally with him. Like, at what point have customer service? This by the way, this is a fucking drop in the ocean for someone like McDonald's to argue the nickel and dime, and it's the same for Burger King, and it's the same for any of these companies. The nickel and dime you as the customer. Oh, by the way, if you're doing a taxi firm and your taxi doesn't come, you're like, okay, I'm late. But if you're waiting for food and you're hungry, that's a whole other level. Because you're getting angry and hungry and it's not coming and they're not solving it. So it's like compounding. And these guys are multi-billion-dollar companies and they're arguing over $5. And I'm like, fuck off. One day we'll be massive multi-megastars and I will tell the world about this shit. But I'm not right now, so go fuck yourselves, KFC. We did go to KFC, actually. Captain Brilliant and I, we went to KFC in London, and we both had the same bullshit experience. And then we both contacted them and both got money back. And I got my full £7 back, and I think Captain Brilliant got a £5 voucher. And we both had the same complaint. And I was just like, so there you go. Fuck food.
Well, it's not only fuck Just Eat and their inability to deliver food, because my customer service experience got even better today. Do you want to hear about that? Yeah, my other nap, my last nap in this mega fucking this is happening like segment. Is KFC as bad in the UK as it is here stateside? No, KFC is epic here, and I haven't had a bad here. KFC in the States either, to be fair. So anyway, I'm not sure if I mentioned it here or to you privately, but 6 weeks ago I ordered a shed. Okay,
what a great start.
And the first aspect of this story is it turns out when you order a shed, it takes 6 weeks to come. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do to accelerate it. Much like when you buy a sofa, it's like, okay, I'm sitting on a sofa right now, but clearly this isn't the sofa. This is not the sofa I'm going to be experiencing. You have to wait a stupid amount of time, and then eventually this thing will turn up. So today, unlike Just Eat, I received delivery of my shed.
And it was full of fucking Burger King.
And it was full of Burger King. Yeah, that would be hap. So as I'm bringing it from my front door, because obviously it comes in bits and they don't put it where you actually want it. They're just like, here you go, mate. Fucking there's a shed. Fuck you. Bye.
It's not like The Sims where it just appears.
No. Oh, God, no. Like, can you imagine my life if that just happened? I would have so many
imagine any
things.
of our lives. I know. So
I'm bringing the parts of the shed through. My father-in-law's helping me. And he said, where's the felt for the roof, like the felt bit that you put on the roof? I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. Like I saw it on the lorry that like brought our shed, and there were several other sheds on there, and there was like rolls of felt there. I'm like, oh yeah, like I'll get in touch with them. They'll rock back through and like throw it at us. That'll be fine. And so I go on to the customer service of Shed Store. Gonna
good
fucking
name
and shame these fucking assholes. Shed Store. And they tried to claim that I had selected a feltless option when I placed the order. They felt that I had felt up and ordered a feltless version of the shed when placing my order.
How is that even possibly an option on a Shed Store user interface? It's like, oh,
you
excuse
are
me, mate.
Preaching to the fucking choir, mate. And so,
sorry, I want a feltless one.
So I go back through their website, and the exact listing that I shopped from is no longer there, but the same shed is there, with like different options, like pressure dipped instead of like piss dipped. I don't know what the
6 nuggets, no felt.
Yeah, and then different types of shed are there, and every single listing that I look at, it has felt included. Color may vary. I'm like, yeah, fine. I don't care what color the felt is. Who gives a shit? But I do actually want the fucking felt for my shed, right? So I'm on the customer service.
This is such an obvious lie. It's like you ordered the feltless one is the greatest lie that Shed Store's ever told, right?
Yes,
surely.
And so I get on with Faith, her real fucking name. And she's like, yeah, if you look at your invoice and it's got shed, and then underneath that, it's got a list of just random fucking words like pressure dipped, left lock, blah, 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 door, flucky, blacka, blacka, flugger. And it's just got a list of bullshit words that are not real things. And apparently is every fucking component that makes up the shed. And then there is a line
which is needless, by the way.
No felt. And I'm like, and she just kept like repeating ad nauseum. If you refer to your invoice, you will find it says no felt. I'm like, why would I fucking order a shed with no fucking felt? Why would a shed exist with no fucking felt? Why is this a thing? I had to choose it from the drop down, she says. Like, there was no fucking drop down.
No, there wasn't.
I looked at all the fucking drop downs. It was 6 weeks ago, so they just baffle you with you can't remember, obviously, you fucking idiot. And so, long story short, because it has been a long fucking story, they're not giving me the felt. They won't even sell me the felt. They're like, yeah, you should go to B&Q.
Fuck this. I'm so angry. And it's not even my fucking feltless shed.
So I've got a shed in my garden in bits, because what's the point in assembling it until I can protect the roof and it doesn't fucking rot away in our torrential bullshit British weather. So I've just got elements of a shed underneath the cover waiting for me to go to B&Q, which is not near, and buy fucking felt.
I don't understand. And by the way, everyone, before we said, yeah, except it wasn't a shed, it was a crate filled with Nova's replacement mugs. Hey, I ordered a car from justcars.com and you sent me a motorbike. Everyone's getting on board. Oh, did you not get wheels with your car? Yeah, like, by the way,
that is a perfect analogy, though. That
it is,
in there.
because,
oh, You wanted wheels on your car? That was in a different drop down. 30 quid extra. Oh, okay. Well, can you just send me the wheels now? No.
Yeah, the whole thing, and I know how
Go to
you think because you basically said it, but it's like there's no drop down for the felt, and then when you sent me the invoice, you mystified everything with this bullshit that wasn't something that I wanted or needed. So you're basically blinding me with science, and then when I come back to you and teach you the error of your ways, even helping you, even trying to help. This is it. It's the same with the fucking Burger King thing. We whose only fault was being the poor customer, have to kind of try and work it out for the person. I'm trying to help myself, Faith. It's just like,
I just want a fucking shed. I thought a shop called Shed Store would kind of have all of the bases covered. Maybe.
But why would you make it so hard for someone? We just want to order a shed. It's like, yeah, well, you've stumbled into, did you not order 18 screws because you do need 18 screws? Well, if you didn't know to order it, go fuck yourself. Like, just send me the felt. That will resolve things. And then they go, oh man, I'm so angry.
Like you could have said, okay, this might be a bit of shared fault. Like, it is a drop down. That you don't have felt, you need felt. Fine. I'll tell you what. Have it half price, pay 15 quid, we'll send it out to you now. I would have even accepted that. I would have accepted some kind of help whatsoever. But repeating to me, if you refer to your invoice, you'll find it says no felt over and over again.
Stop talking to me like that. Stop talking to me like that.
It's not going to help.
Oh, God. So angry. It's like, stop trying to treat me like I'm other people, like I'm a dickhead, when like this is a mistake. Stop trying to stop trying to legalese me. Do you know what I mean? Stop trying to kind of lawyer me out of my shit. Just talk to me like a real person. And that's at this point where I like to say to the person, okay, to pretend that we've swapped roles now and that you're in my shoes. Would you like to be spoken like this? And the person will be like, no. Well, stop fucking doing it then. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Now I'm ranting about this. Oh, what's that called? Shed Store. I'm never going to buy a shed in my life, but if
this is the thing, right? So nobody knows who they're talking to anymore. I'm not saying we've got a huge ass fucking platform and we're talking to millions of people who are now not going to use them, but we're at least going to tell our circle of friends, like, hey, I'm looking for a shed. You've got a shed. Where did you get it from?
Yeah.
Don't get it from fucking there. Get it from anywhere but fucking Shed Store. Like, word of mouth.
I think we should all call Shed Store. I think we should all call Shed Store like once a day to not order a shed. Just go, hey, by the way, does it come with felt or does it not come with felt? And then when they say, oh, it does come with felt, just say, oh, I wanted a feltless one. Sorry, bye. And then go. And then just tie up their phones for all like 8 of us once a day for like the rest of the year. It's just like, the people keep calling up about felt. We don't get why. I mean, how big is the Shed Store? I mean, is it just 5 guys in a shed somewhere? Anyway, we need a shed. Actually, not by.
I'm just going to read Captain Sora's comment, and that will be the last thing that I say about this, and we can move on to something else. What a stupid business model, though. You're willing to buy the fucking felt from them, and they tell you it only comes with a shed bundle, not as an individual sale item. Then tells you to buy it somewhere else. This place sounds shady as fuck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, the other point here is that it only comes as a bundle. So why didn't you sell it to me as a bundle? So it only comes as a bundle.
If all the sheds come in the bundle with the sheds, why don't I have the fucking bundle shed fucking felt?
You've got to. Can you send this back? Can you just send the shed back and get your money back?
That was as soon as she started being a dick. That was the first thing I was. What's your refund policy? And she just very curtly said, it will cost you £30 to return the shed.
No.
As if she knew, like, you're not going to do that, are you? Fuck you.
No, you do it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it, and don't pay it. Don't say, come and get it again. Come and get it. You got to do this. I mean this more than anything. I don't care about the rest of the show. I do not care about the rest of the show. Jeremy, you have to get them to take it back, and you have to say, I will not pay. I will not pay. And every time they say it's going to be £30, you say, it won't. It won't. It won't. And be that dickhead. What's the male version of a Karen? Like, be that dickhead until they give in. I swear to God, we'll do it in shifts. It'll be me doing it, and there'll be a northern-sounding Captain Brilliant doing it, and we'll all have your details, and we're all going to do it. And we'll do it in shifts. I swear to God. I really want this. I'm like the last angry man. So angry.
So,
Are you calling from Belgium? You fucking
adds to the boycott list. It's a big list. It's getting big.
Yeah.
So that was This Is Happening, and that's taken 40 minutes today.
Oh, yeah, this is the show, man. Thanks, by the way, so much, everyone, for joining us, and I hope you're enjoying it. This is really what the show's about. Fuck Shed Store. Fuck the Shed Store. Let's go on Trustpilot all now, right now, and or whatever.
Yeah,
Shed,
Trustpilot.
must
That was
be,
at the bottom of their email.
Oh, fucking.
They've got 4
I heard,
stars.
Not for long.
Not
for long,
much
eh,
longer,
guys?
motherfuckers.
I hear your shit. Yours sincerely, everyone who wants a shed. It's got to send it back. Do it. Make it your tomorrow thing. Oh God. Fuck. Oh God. Right. As we're reading this thing, Captain Brilliant, my mate showed me a trick the other day. He got a call from one of those companies with the automated voice. Have you been in a crash recently that wasn't your fault? He said yes, and was put through to a human. Tell me about your crash. Says yes. What's that saying? I'm on police bail and I killed 3 people. Amazon is super nice. Actually, Amazon have always refunded me my shit. Like,
yeah,
I got
for
some
their
sunglasses
faults.
they never sent to me. Yes, they are pretty decent. Like, something never came. They said your sunglasses are now in your letterbox, and I'm like, they're not, and they're not in the bit where you post. Plus, also, postman, these delivery guys are normally the same guys over and over again, so they know who I am. And I'm like, where did these glasses go? So I just sent Amazon thing saying I never got my glasses, and they're like, refunded. And I'm like, and that's how it rolls.
Tamzanaki's back, and I like her thinking, where is Shed Store? I bet there's loads of wood in there. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji.
Oh man, you're right. Yeah, I like this. Your Shed Store. It's like millions of pounds worth of sheds went up in flames the other day at Shed Store. Police have no leads.
Police do not watch.
Oh my God.
Don't get me started.
Fuck you, Shed Store. Do you know, some man out there started with a vision to supply sheds across the nation. And just, you know, if he knew what the travesty that his company has become, it's probably the youngest son of the original owner of, he's running it into the ground. Oh,
he must be rolling in his feltless 4x6 box.
Yeah, when they put him in the ground, they're like, there's no felt in this. There's no felt in this. We didn't order a felted coffin. So, you know.
Mr. Shed. Well, that's his first name, so it's Mr. Store. His name is Shed Store.
Yeah, Mr. Shed will be so upset. I mean,
Mr. Shed,
if I type in...
That's my name. My name again is Fuck Your Felt.
Klondike 53226.
Police issued a statement. Felt isn't flammable. If only they'd built their store with felt. Well, they've obviously got a massive surplus of felt because they don't send it to their customers. So there you go. Right.
Shed
I know
Store.
we were supposed to do a thing next, but I think given...
Sorry, I was looking up Shed Store.
Justin Classic has arrived and lurked immediately. Welcome, Justin. Enjoy your lurk.
Trustpilot.
He's already on there. Okay, fair enough.
I'm on it. Sorry. Right, what were we talking about?
We were going to do another segment next, but I think we should probably jettison that for today and move straight into what has quickly become the chat's favourite segment. How do you feel about that?
Yes, and my favourite segment, yes.
Right, lead us in and I'll play the sting.
Oh, yes. So we're going to do our favourite segment, your favourite segment, a segment we like to call Am I the Arsehole?
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
And just want to say before we start, thank you, Justin Classic, for the bits. This has been a ragey show, and I need to pay for a roll of felt, so all bits are appreciated. The felt for my shed fund is alive and well.
Honestly. Oh my goodness. I was reading all these bits. Right. So what's this? I can't see this, a bit too big for me, but is this the long one? Is this the me 26F and my husband 27M? Yes, it is.
That's the one,
Yes.
yes.
This one.
Oh my God. Hold on one moment.
Go for it.
Future Wolfington has gifted 5 Tier 1 subs to the community. So we've got some brand new subscribers going on. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That'll definitely pay for some fucking felt from B&Q.
Honestly,
I love that. Thank you very much. I hope you're enjoying the show.
I hope you get value. He must be getting value out of it because, with a gift like that, it's very kind.
Cheers from Oklahoma, he says. There you go.
Oklahoma! Don't get me started.
So I will say, and I'm just going to check they work before I tell you. Yep, they do. Right, so new subscribers as we... Am I echoing? Am I echoing? No, I'm not echoing.
Flipped across it.
There you go. Yeah, sorry. It's because I've got the microphone set up for the normal feed. So we should be all right.
Am I
now.
echoing?
Yeah. No, it's just me because I've got my mic. All that happened is my mic was turned on and the OBS Ninja thing was turned on.
Okay.
Yeah. What was I saying? So if you are now a new subscriber through the wonderful gift from Future Wolfington, you can activate haps, naps, and various different things, like this one, for example. All you have to do in the chat is do exclamation point, hap, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, or exclamation point, nap, 1, 2, and 3. And you can make things like
Echo
this
envy
happen.
much. Just a little bit. Eddie Stone, you missed the massive kind of rant. I don't know if you were here for the shed rant where we were talking about how businesses can't work out how to over-refund people when they fuck shit up. But you were probably lurking because there's no way you would have not said something. But anyway, we're moving on. Am I the arsehole? Do you want me to read this one out, yeah?
You can go for this one, yeah, why not?
Now listen, I found this one and I just think it's so stupid. And anyway, so here we are. Am I the arsehole? Me, 26F, and my husband, 27M, have a daughter, 6F. Stupid fucking name. Who we have recently been trying to teach more responsibility to. We decided we didn't want to get a pet, even a goldfish, because it was unfair if it died. And after some thinking, we brought up the idea to my daughter of growing her own plant. She was thrilled with the idea. Oh my God.
She's 6.
What kind of a
Let's
life?
remember she's 6. Calm down. Before you go off on this 6-year-old, she's 6. Okay? A plant is a huge fucking deal.
Okay, yeah. I have no perception. I've never liked plants at any age. But anyway, she was thrilled with the idea. So the next day, we took her to get some seeds. She chose sweet pea seeds and took to caring for her plant better than we expected. It grew really quickly and was thriving quite well considering the tools she had. And soon she was showing a strong interest in gardening. We started calling her Sweet Pea. Important later. Because of her project. And every day, she's tell us of the news with her plant. Recently, I got news that my grandmother had passed away, and we had to fly out to her funeral. My sister, 22F, had never talked to her and didn't want to attend the funeral, so I decided to ask her to look after my daughter's plant while we were out for the week. She agreed, and we brought the plant over. My daughter kissed it goodbye. And asked her to please take good care of it. We can also see where this is going. My sister said she would. And I thought everything was fine until we got back. When I went to get the plant, my sister said, "Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that," and laughed. Ha 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 ha. She brought the pot out and the stem was completely snapped and it was wilted. My daughter ran crying to the car and I yelled at her for forgetting it and being irresponsible. She said I could just buy another one. And I said that wasn't the point and left. She hasn't apologized since. I've since been no contact with her, and she refused to let he visit. She's done other stuff like this in the past because she likes to act like she's 18. I've listened to my parents when they told me to let it go, but this time she really hurt my daughter. My parents are now saying it's just a plant, and I'm being ridiculous for holding a grudge. My daughter has been extremely sad since the incident, has lost interest in gardening. Even asked us to stop calling her Sweet Pea, which breaks my heart. So Reddit, I ask you, Eta, I hate to see my daughter like this, but I'm not sure if I'm overreacting.
Let us know what you think, chat, as we break this down, because I've got 3 conflicting feelings on this from the different parts of my soul. So
Captain Brilliant's cut to it, but carry on. You say what you've got to say.
Yeah, he really is not holding back. So the first facet of Jez is like it's a plant. Get a grip. And Like, yeah, she could have just bought her another plant, and disowning the
See, that never
sisters
crossed my
probably a bit
mind, but
much.
carry on. I would.
So
I'm
that's
totally
my
with it.
first facet. The
Mhm.
second facet is Jez the dad, and Jez the dad is like you fuck with my daughter's feelings by not doing this one simple fucking thing that I asked you to do.
Really easy thing.
Like, fuck you, bitch. You ain't coming for Thanksgiving dinner. Get the fuck out.
Yep.
Like, you make
So
my
if
daughter
that's
cry.
number 1 and 2,
You face
what's
wrath.
the third one?
The third one is, did the sister fully agree and like accept the fact that she was looking after this plant? Because as someone who has had plant thrust upon them and then been hounded to look after it, I will say, I give 0 fucks about your fucking plant. If you would like your plant to live, don't leave it with me.
Like, for a start, here it's like, well, there's so many things. She's never upset a child. I think just like, yeah, she may have done stuff in the past, and this is what Captain Soros says. It's her fucking plant. The point is, apologize. She's done stuff like this in the past, and you're a fucking moron for trusting her with it. She could have just bought her another fucking plant and said it had babies. She's sick. She'll believe anything. I mean, all these things are kind of true. I guess at that stage, not that I really want to nickel and dime it or get into the weeds, she probably goes to receive the plant, and then when it isn't there, is not adept enough and versatile enough for going, oh, we'll pick it up later, because she's watering it so well, and then be like, you know, I have to get another one now. So she probably just like probably could have handled that better. But I mean,
so Future Wolfington makes a great point here, considering what they said at the beginning. Like, I think it's a good lesson for the little girl. Plants, pets, loved ones all die eventually. Learn to accept it. And they didn't get an animal or like a goldfish or anything, because they didn't want to like show her the realities of shit dying. It's like, well, no, this is a perfect opportunity to show her the realities of things die and people equal shit, and they'll let you the fuck down, man. This is a harsh lesson for a 6-year-old, but you've got to get
learn
there
from
some
her
point.
aunt. You know, it's like, the thing about it is like, you go to your sister, and I presume they did, although it's not in the explanation, they probably did lay it on like, by the way, this is our 6-year-old daughter's plant. She's really attached to it. Can you look after it? She's like, lol, yeah. And then comes back, it's like, lol, it broke. And then I guess like, you're a dickhead, go fuck yourself. But I'm big on grudges. I love to hold a grudge. So this would just be a great opportunity to like
See,
you say.
I'm not. I'm a very forgiving person, and I would never hold a grudge against anything, person or entity.
Shed store. Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
So,
it's a good lesson. The catastrophic, callous nature of the aunt is outrageous. Yes, aunt's a cunt.
So, well, the thing is, the question is the mother the arsehole? Because she is the one asking the question. No, she isn't.
No, you're not the arsehole.
Yeah.
No,
your sister is. And
I like
the fact that you're cutting her out of your life for killing a plant is hilarious, but we stand by you, man. You do you.
I'll stick with you. I will call a shed store. I will call your sister. I'll ring her up. I think the 8 of us will ring up every day and say, hey, fuck you, plant killer, and then put the phone down every day. 8 of us every day. Do you want to do another one? One that you found?
Yes. I actually put 3 in here today.
I know, I like
because
them.
The next one I feel
This
is
one's
pretty
both really
cut
good.
and dry. Okay,
Mate, you've picked some good ones.
So I'll read this one out. I feel like it's going to be a very short conversation, but we had to throw it out there just to do
What's
this
the
one
name
one
of the
time.
shed site? Shed store, mate. A shed store.
Shed store. Yeah. Fuck them. Am I the arsehole? Number 2. I own a small food supply company. We're looking for a new receptionist, and my friend asked me to hire his brother. I did a routine social media check on the guy and found racist tweets, lots of jokes about black people and comparing them to animals, reposting links to anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. I told my friend I didn't feel comfortable or morally right hiring someone like this, and he got furious at me. He called me a heartless arsehole because his brother has 3 kids and a pregnant girlfriend and needs the money. He claims his brother isn't racist, but is just mentally unstable, and I'm being heartless to him and his children by refusing to hire him. Honestly made me feel like a scumbag. Am I the asshole?
Oh my god, this is amazing. I love how at the end it's like, he claims his brother isn't racist, but he's just mentally unstable. I'm being heartless to him and his children, and his children's children. I mean, let someone like that.
Nothing will convince me that a person is not a racist by saying I'm not a racist or he's not a racist.
It's like, don't judge him by his actions. All right. Like,
yeah, don't judge him by his
like,
actions or his intentions or his feelings or his opinions. Everything else is fine.
Hell, I'm mentally unstable. I'm not a racist, says Future Wolfington. Yeah, we're all
Preach.
like pretty much on the verge of some sort of strange breakdown. Things are in our life are messed up. You know, no one has like the monopoly on that shit, but we've all managed to not be anti-Semitic and racist.
Hell yeah. I'm one fucking shed store away from going on a killing spree. I ain't going to be a racist while I do it.
As like, what's it says? It says, comparing them to animals. I mean, Usain Bolt might have been compared to like a cheetah or like, something like that. That's probably not what they're talking about. Like,
it is not.
Like, right, a pejorative way. Right, got it. No, I didn't understand that.
In the racist way.
Like,
in the way that racists do.
He claims his brother isn't racist, but I had a laundry list of examples where he was. It wasn't even just a little bit. Like, imagine if he'd have said, I went on a cursory social media glance and I saw he'd made one racist comment, but the rest of it all lovely. Even that would be enough. One, it's like, well, it wasn't just one, mate. I found about 18 on the first page. Incidentally, when I was trying, I think I might have said this to you before, but when I was trying to buy a washing machine, I found a washing machine in Marketplace in Facebook Marketplace, and the guy on the front picture of the washing machine Marketplace site had a kind of a frame which was like, I think it was England's rugby team, and he had a big gammon face, and he was like, and I was like, I think I'll have a cursory social media check of his thing. And it was always like, oh, all these people are coming into our country, immigrants get out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I won't be buying a racist washing machine off you, racist gammon. So it didn't take me very long on his feed to establish.
It really doesn't, no. I mean, for all of its faults, social media does make it easy to weed out the racist dickheads.
Yes.
It takes one cursory glance of a person's profile to go, do you have racist tendencies? Yes, you do. Out you go. See you later.
Do you know what? I said I wanted to maybe get the guy to come round, get me, because actually at my old flat where I wanted the washing machine, all my diet designs, all my fridge was
Captain
black,
Brilliant's comment.
and my stuff was all black, and I needed really a black washing machine to fit into it. And I can imagine he was going to come around. I was like, no, I only do whites, mate. I only do whites. Only white goods, mate. And I was going to make a big joke about that. And then I spoke to my mum about this, and she said, well, maybe he's not a racist, and he's just trying to be racist to find out all the other racists. And I'm like, what? He's like some sort of racist spy, mum, where he's just like, it's like, yeah, I'm racist too. And it's like, I'm not. Gotcha. And I'm like, no, mum, that's not what's happening.
Captain Brilliant in with the racist washing machine will make your whites whiter than white. But
yeah, I know. I just all these kind of like, I was actually thinking of putting on a coloured wash, and it's like, that's racist, mate. And it's like, oh, takes one to know one. I'm not a racist. Yeah, I'm not a racist either. I was just trying to catch you, just like your mum said. And I'm like, oh my God. So yes, this person is not the arsehole, in case anyone was wondering.
No,
I mean,
we're not accepting any answer other than the person writing this. The employer is not the arsehole. The brother and the racist is.
How can you defend that? It's like, I felt like a real dickhead. I felt like a real arsehole after he said that to me. It's like, no.
But that's how they get you, man. That's how the racists get you. They subvert the conversation to make you feel like you're being like outrageous, and that's how they get you. That's how they make you feel shit for the fact that you want to punch a Nazi in the face. You can punch a Nazi in the face. Go and do it. There's a third. Do you want it?
Yeah, I'll read it. Here's the third one, guys. And it's probably coming up on the screen, I would imagine. I'm not too sure. Number 3. This happened a few hours ago, and I really want to know if I was the arsehole. Yesterday, I, female, 16, emailed my teachers, and I told them I'll be in the hospital getting an infusion for a chronic illness that I have and a blood transfusion. And I asked if they would mind if I had my camera off for the meetings, presumably for Zoom calls and bits and pieces. All of them said yes, except for my history teacher. She said she needs to know I'm actually in the class. I tried to explain my situation, that I was uncomfortable with the class seeing me in the infusion clinic with my central line. I usually wear sweaters to cover it at home, but it feels weird when I wear a sweater over it during an infusion and all my monitors. And she basically said, tough shit, that I need to show up for class. So the class starts and I log on to the meeting, and you can very clearly see the central line in my chest, the IV pole with the unit of blood, and the monitors that go on my chest. I forgot what they're called. My teacher looked visibly uncomfortable the entire time and emailed me after the class saying I made her uncomfortable and what I did was completely unprofessional. I reminded her that she said I had to have my camera on the whole time. Nobody else seemed to have a problem with any of it. So am I the arsehole for following my teacher's directions?
No. No, absolutely
believe
not.
This shit. No, mate.
Is this real life? Is this real life? And yes, it is. I've worked with people who would have been this history teacher, who are so headlong into I must enforce the rules, I must enforce the rules, that they would not think about the consequences of what they are asking for. And
they're not even listening. They're not even listening to it. It's like I'm going to have an infusion. Yeah. It's the kid's 16-year-old.
They want to learn, which is the first hurdle, let me say. If you've got a 16-year-old in your class that actually wants to learn, then like shower them with whatever kind of needs they need to be able to attend your class properly. And just think about what they're asking you. It wasn't an unreasonable request. I don't want my camera on because I'm going to be fucking bare ass tits out with a line into my fucking chest. I don't really want anybody to be observing that. And so she sucks it up and goes, I'm uncomfortable with this, but I'll do it anyway.
She's ultimately being harassed.
Yeah, because you, the person in the position of power, have said that I must do that in order to attend this class that I want to attend. I will do that. And now, like this whole thing, what I did was completely unprofessional. Mate, why is a teacher calling a 16-year-old unprofessional? They're not a professional. They are, by very definition, not a professional. They are a child. They are a student. Fuck me.
The teacher said, don't, I need you to be on camera. It's like, yeah, really? I'm going to be in like the hospital and shit and all this stuff and sticking out at me. Would you not prefer? No, I want you to do this. And then it was like, oh no, shit. That was horrible. Why did you do that? And I'm like, oh my God, you dickhead. By the way, good luck with your lawsuit, because when the parents find out about this shit, that school is fucked. That teacher
I did not read any of the comments below this, but you better bet your ass that there would be 100 people like me saying in there, this teacher needs the fucking sack. You need to pursue this and get this guy the fuck out of schools, because
they won't even have the credentials to get a job at Shed Store by the time they're through with them. That's it.
I mean, it sounds like his customer service is perfect for Shed Store. Just going to throw that out
actually, he would be good for the Shed Store.
Do the thing. You're getting nothing. It's your fault.
Oh my
Shed
God.
Store 101.
That's so shit. So shit. Man,
if I'm plugged into hospital stuff, I'm not showing up for anything, says Future Wolfington.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'd personally not even turn up, says Captain Sorrow.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Lady
there.
Sorrow even.
Yeah, I have a chronic illness and I need the hospital. Is probably enough to get me out of school, work, commitments, right? What the fuck is going on? It's like on every level, it's like you're happy enough that, like you say, you've got a good student who's there and who wants to be there so much, she's trying to find a way, like just saying, can I just turn my screen off? Like, it's the simplest of things. It's like, no, I need you to prove that you're not bunking off. And it's like,
if you needed to prove that I was in the room, then camera on the face right at the beginning of the lesson. I'm here. Yes. Okay, good. Right, thanks. Camera off.
Click.
Simple.
Does the Shed Store have social media? Oh, we're going to look it up, mate. That's your task.
That's your homework before next week's Don't Get Me Started.
Ring the Shed Store and ask for felt. And ask for felt. Yeah. Oh my God. Am I the arsehole kicking off this week?
Oh, I didn't turn the fucking video off again. What a prick.
This has done me in, mate. Honestly, this has put me through the ringer. You were right when you said This would be a ranty one.
This is the rantiest episode we have done for sure.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
But I feel like when I say to people we do a ranty podcast, it sounds like it's really negative. But I feel like we try and empower each other to like
No,
go
absolutely.
out there.
Like in releasing my rage to Just Eat and Shed Store, I feel a lot better now. I'm going to actually be able to sleep tonight. Whereas previously, before we started, I was just going to be stewing on my pillow and fucking biting my pillow and raging internally. And that's not good for you. You need to get that shit out.
Incidentally, Just Eat, which has like the little orange house with a knife and fork in it, I think over here it's called like takeaway.com. And I think it must be the same company because it's the same logo. And I used the same guys to get my fritura and they delivered it fine. So to add injury to your insult, as it were, I got mine from the same company.
My drum stream might be a little ranty tonight, says Rooster. Yes, we've riled someone else up. Fight the power.
Cut my life in 2 pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation. That's what it's gonna. That's what I want. That's what I want. Right out of it, Rooster Beast. Fucking last resort.
By Papa Roach.
I presume you know how to drum it, mate.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of drum in it, so let's do it.
It's just that bit of suffocation. No breathing. I don't know if
just for that, I'm playing that for you. Cool.
it's...
You just got
Thanks,
yourself
man.
a customer.
Yeah. No felt though, if you wouldn't mind. Captain Brilliant. Facebook Shedstore UK.
Oh dear. Oh my very dear. Okay. If we have not ranted enough, we have we have one final segment in which we solicit some topics.
Oh, I can't. I've got nothing. Yes.
So we're going to solicit some topics from you, the chat, and no matter what you say, we have to rant about it in the segment that we like to call Haters Gonna Hate.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.
Don't mind me, I'ma just take my stuff and leave. Thank you, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
No thanks. Passports.
And as the person who said the word, you have volunteered to take that topic. So let us know how you feel.
It's such
deep
a
down
great
internally,
suggestion.
possibly fakely, because you probably love passports, so you're going to have to flip that round.
No,
how do you feel about
you
passports?
You think that I love them, Jez, but I actually do hate them with a massive passion. I mean, for a start, there's no real standard to passports, okay? And despite the fact they have multifacets to prevent you from forging them bits and pieces, the people that receive the passports at the border never really know what to do with them. And not only that, like, people think that they don't have to have a passport. Sometimes they think they can get away with their Blockbuster video card. Sometimes, I remember when I was working, someone would just turn up with like a kind of a national identity card, which isn't a passport. And they'd be like, well, I can get through on my library card. No, you can't. That's why you have a state-issued passport. So you've got a problem. People don't understand passports. Some people in America don't even own a passport. And some passports you have are just total bullshit. Like, none of them. There's no standard at all. Absolutely. It's a pointless document. And half the time, do you know one time, and this isn't the passport's fault, but one time someone came through and it was on a British passport, and where the picture should be of the person, which is underneath the laminate, underneath the plasticky bit, on top of it was a picture of the person that was in the car, like with a blue tack. And I'm like, lifted it up, and underneath it's the person who actually owns the passport. And I said, even with my skills, I can tell you just blue tacked your own face over the top. He's like, yeah, we didn't know if you'd noticed that. And I said, well, even from the distance of the plaster, I have noticed it. Why did you think that? He says, well, the thing is, I'm with this lady now, and this is the passport. Get this. This is the passport of her late husband. So he has gone on holiday to France, and he didn't have his own passport. So the wife went, oh, my late husband, here's his passport from the drawer.
Getting better.
Just stick your picture over the top and we'll be fine. I don't know if that's a fuck passports thing, but it's an anecdote anyway. Hope you enjoyed it.
Man.
Yikes, indeed. By the way, that is a true story. Can you believe it? Like, can you believe that shit? I really wanted to go, but I didn't have one. So we thought we'd use my ex. We thought her late husband's. Just stick yours on the top of it. Blue tack, mate.
Yikes. Mega yikes.
Oh, yeah. Big yikes.
So I need a topic. And Lady Soro said mince pies. But I will direct you, Lady Soro, to the very first, I want to say, episode of Don't Get Me Started, then known as Co-Video Killed the Radio Star, in which Alex made me rant on the
because I know
greatest invention of all time, mince pies. So get into the VOD. I will drop a link to my YouTube channel because you all need to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I need that 100 to be able to actually do some real decent things. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I think if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, it'll do a bling-de blong here at the same time. So I'll know right now. You need that validation. I do. Right now. I do. I live for that validation via the stream.
It goes to show how fucking these stupid loophole passports are. Yes, you're right.
They're absolute rubbish, and I didn't exist that long ago. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yes.
Well, they're what's absolute rubbish? What, mince pies?
That's what she says, and you say.
Man,
he'll me.
He'll fight you. He'll fight you. He fucking.
I will fight you. I don't know. I will fucking go and buy some felt, and I will come and wrap you up in it.
Disown you. I'll disown you.
So,
oh my god,
give me a topic that I have to rant on, chat. Anything, can be absolutely anything. It's a lot more difficult if it's something that you perceive me to like. Give me something. Give me something. I'm in the fucking thing. Owning plants.
Plants.
Okay, nice. YouTube subscriptions. I will do the former, and maybe this.
You'll do the plants. Okay.
So I kind of ranted a little bit on this previously, in that the problem with plants is that you have to YouTube plant subscriptions. Well, you said incorporate both, and I kind of am going to, because owning a plant is a little bit like a subscription. And I'm not talking a YouTube subscription where you touch a button and it's like you're subscribed and you just get the shit. I'm talking a subscription like to Netflix or to Disney Plus. You have to pay into every month and they ostensibly give you some stuff. But let me say, a subscription to a plant just brings you utter pain and wank because you're paying for this thing. You've gone and you've bought the seeds, you've planted the seeds, and that isn't the end of it. That subscription isn't, I haven't just given my money over and I'm given plant. I have to put so much effort in and come back every day, not every other day, because the fucking thing will die. I'm going to come back every day and water this shit. I've got to go and fucking get some barbed wire and set up a fucking sentry for when there's slugs and all other kinds of bugs here. I've got to sit there like some kind of freaking Vietnam veteran in my armchair next to my plants with a shotgun going, fucking slugs, I'm going to fucking get you if you try and eat my fucking tomatoes, you pricks.
If only you had a shed.
And the moment I fall asleep, you bet your ass that the slugs are going to eat that shit up. And I'm back to square one. I've got to resubscribe to plants and go all the way back to the beginning. So, yeah, you should probably just subscribe to things on YouTube because that's simple. It's effortless. And rather than being delivered shit in the form of having to do things, at least YouTube will deliver you shit in the form of stuff that takes up too much of your time.
Fuck gardening.
Fuck
we had
gardening.
A plant, it died, said Lady Soro. Unless it's a sweet pea plant, they water themselves. Yeah, well ranted.
Thanks. I tried my rantiest.
Yes, and succeeded. I'm really hungry.
Yeah.
I have to say.
Just crack out, Just Eat, and oh wait.
I want to do that. I do.
Okay, subscribe using 3 of my YouTube accounts. Oh, I guess it doesn't give me a notification then.
Oh man, I want one of those right now. I had chili earlier. That was a good choice. Good choice. Well, I think that might be the end.
We are coming to a close. We need to wait a few more minutes to give Captain Soro a chance to go and get his stream started. So if you're still here, Captain Soro, F off and get your stream sorted so we can raid into
Yeah,
you.
that's true.
But I mean, I will say that we have fully ranted away,
Oh, massively ranted.
and this has been the rantiest show ever. A lot has happened. Major thanks to Future Wolfington for the 5 gifted subs. I've tried to spot who has been the recipient of them along the way.
Yeah,
I've
how do you find that out?
It did say, but it just went bloop really quick, and I couldn't see it. So I think Captain Soro got one.
I think I might have got one.
Did you get one?
Because
Cool.
it says, instead of saying subscribe, it says gift a sub 20% off. So I don't think.
There you
Am
go.
I
Yeah.
Have I got one?
Rooster got one. There you go. He's got a Jez
I
next
shouldn't
to
have
his
gotten
name.
you. Thank you very much. But wait there. What if I write? If I write something, hello.
It'll say Jez next to your name. There it is.
No, I don't think.
Yeah. Jez,
Yeah,
always
it's
be
got
chatting. You have been branded.
Oh no! Oh no! I didn't want to subscribe to you. Great. Now I can use my Amazon Prime for someone else.
Woo.
Okay. Yes. No, that was very kind, Future Wolfington or Present Wolfington. Because it's a gift. Present Wolfington.
Oh, my wife was the 5th one. There we go. She can shut the
Moab.
fuck up about that now. Excellent.
Keris was the 5th. Why?
So I don't have the schedule for the rest of the week sorted in graphical form, but it was wrong anyway for what I said for tomorrow. In what I said, you were streaming Undertale, and you're not. So
No,
why
I'm
don't you tell people what you're doing tomorrow night?
Oh, Future Wolfington, are you laughing at my Present Wolfington joke? Because it deserved something.
It was
Probably not as
classic.
much as I was. We can use it again. Yes, tomorrow at 8:30. Tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. British summertime, UK time, I will be streaming Until Dawn. Where's my Until Dawn CEX copy of Until Dawn? Which is a kind of a when 8 friends return to the isolated mountain lodge where 2 of their group disappeared exactly 1 year ago, things quickly turn sinister. I'm like, 2 of your mates disappeared from the same spot a year ago and you're going back? What fucking
Yeah, I'll just
dickheads
go
are
and
you?
check that out.
Well, maybe they've turned up. They might be back by then. Anyway, that's tomorrow at 8:30. And there's some legit actual actors in that, and they look like them as well. One of my favorite actors, so of recent times, at any rate. So do
Nice.
come along for that tomorrow.
Indeed. And then later this week, I'm not sure of exact times. Wait, where do I follow the Red Hoodie
Yeah,
chat?
I just saw that. Me, Alex, yes. You can follow me at Always Be Chatting. I'm Always Be Chatting. And if you want to give me a follow, it's very decent of you, I'll chat.
Yeah,
Yes.
he does currently Undertale and as of tomorrow Until Dawn. And
Yeah, I think Until Dawn will be a heck. I heard that bling. That hotline bling. Thank you very much, Future Wolfington. You're the gift that keeps on giving, mate. I can't say anything bad about you. All you need to do now is burn Shedstore to the ground and everything will be perfect
and then
forever.
yeah. I would definitely have to send some kind of gift over to you if Shedstore met a demise.
Thank you very much.
And
You were gonna
so
say-
later, I was going to say later this week, I don't know if I'm going to stream again this week. I'm not sure I can be bothered, frankly. I've got too much like work stuff to do. This place is a fucking
you said-
trash heap, and I need to actually
Too
do
much
some work.
worked up energy and pent up rage.
Yeah, like I've had my therapy for the week. I'm good. I don't need to let it out anymore. But I am surrounded by a bunch of toys that are not selling because I haven't actually listed them on the website. It's kind of crucial,
I
right?
like it. Future Wolfington. Only bad thing about me is that I'm a racist plant lover who hates felt. Someone has to be.
Anyway, I'm going to finish this sentence. So later in the week, across the weekend, Little Cute Girl 86, Ashley is doing 2 different food-based streams. I want to say at 6 p.m. BST each day, but we complicate matters by the fact that we are putting our clocks back on Saturday night. So honestly, I don't know what time Sunday's going to be, to be frank. Stay tuned for me doing some kind of Rain Man maths to try and work out what actual fucking time that is and put in the schedule up. If you're not following the Jez Show Network on Facebook and Twitter, do so at the Jez Show and at the Jez Show Network. The stuff will be there. If you're not in our Discord, bring your asses into our Discord.
Yeah, join that. That'll tell you everything.
Why didn't that work? There it is.
There you go.
And that'll tell you everything. You'll even get little notifications when people go live and all that kind of
And you get
stuff.
to talk about stuff to us, and we share pictures of dogs and stuff.
Yeah. And then we're going to close the week out with the effing F1 show on Sunday. In fact, that probably won't close the week. I think Ashley will be after it. But that's on Sunday as well from the Place Grand Prix, because can't remember where it is. Portugal Grand Prix.
Don't ask me. Someone will know.
Yeah, it's Portugal. Reese was here. He's disappeared. Where are you when we need you, Reese? Where are you? So I think that about does it for us. I feel great. I feel like I can go straight to sleep now. I hope you feel the same. I hope everybody has enjoyed this return to socially distant Don't Get Me Started.
Yes.
And we will catch you same time, same place next week. So,
yes, thanks for joining us.
In closing, Alex, I would like to say to you, say something funny, funny man.
Dead man's passport.